Aloha and good morning from our boat story here on Mahalo. We are leaving Gore Bay this morning, off to a protected cove because we got a storm coming. We wish we could have stayed a little longer and explored the town, but that was not meant to be. The season is almost over and we have more storms and it's getting colder. So we are looking for weather windows to cross into Lake Michigan. So we're gonna make our way a little further to Vidal Bay, I believe is what it's called. And it'll take us about 4 hours to get there. So join us for this journey on the North Channel of Canada here.
In today's episode, we will leave Gore Bay Marina, heading west on the North Channel, looking for a protective anchorage at Vidal Bay from a strong northern blow. Aloha, we are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo.
Aloha. So we have following seas today. It's really calmed down. It said about 1/3 of a foot. Yeah, they were more like 2.5 to 3 footers out here. And then it started raining, but anyway, we're on our last leg now, about an hour away from Vidal Island, which is on the other side. We're moving about 6.7 miles an hour, which is normal for us. No one else out here. We're the only ones, and I thought I'd give you a quick view of the aft view. So let's take a look at the front here. All right, so we're up front here. Straight ahead is Vidal Island is right there. Don't go between the two. There's no depth whatsoever. We should be good though. I mean, it's really calmed down already. We're hoping once we get in there into that cove, we should be good for like 36 hours while we wait out the storm. Aloha, we are entering Vidal Bay. Straight on is the bay, of course, and to the right here is the island. We're going to be hiding behind that island, and as you can see, we have following seas right now being pushed into the bay. But as soon as we tuck behind the island, we should be good from northerly winds. That is our plan. So we're almost there. Aloha. So we have our marker here. It gets up to that point about 10 feet, and beyond that real shallow. And straight past this tree line right here looks like where we are going to go and anchor. And hopefully it is going to be calm. That's what we were told in Active Captain, that's one of the best protective anchorages for north winds on the North Channel. All right, so a few minutes we should be there. That's what the rest of the bay looks like. I mean, there's an anchorage over there as well, but the waves will be coming in. I think we're gonna be much better here. And try this first.
Unfortunately, the weather turned out to be very bad very quickly, and we did not continue filming till our departure. We thought that Pele's Revenge anchorage at Vidal Island would provide protection from strong northerly winds, believing what some had written in guides. Unfortunately, it turned out that the island is too small to provide such protection, and the waves wrapped around from both sides, rocking us like a washing machine for 36 miserable hours. On a side note though, for those who want to explore Vidal Island, you should note that there are poisonous snakes on the island.
Aloha and good morning from Vidal Island. We are leaving this morning for Drummond Island on the far side of the North Channel. We've been here for 2 nights. It has been a very rough anchorage. The waves have been not bad, but the rolling has been horrible. So it has not been a good anchorage for us, but we're hiding out from the big waves and wind outside. So we're off. So join us for a journey up the North Channel.
This journey will take us out of Vidal Bay the way we came in, since the west side is too shallow according to some reports. We will re-enter the US using the CBP Roam app and stay the night at Drummond Island Yacht Haven.
Aloha from the bridge here in Mahalo. The waves are supposed to be 1.1 feet. Yeah, we got waves of about 3 to 4, right, Alex? I would say
They're more like 4 to 5 feet.
I don't. Yeah, anyway, they're big, and so we're just walking through this, but it should get less as we go along, and the winds are supposed to die down as well. So we're just going to try to power through this. Going a little bit faster than normal provides a little bit better ride, and of course cuts down on the agony of the bigger waves. Aloha from Mahalo. It is wild out here today. The waves are they're not 1 foot. They're probably 3 to 4. Yeah, and it's quite rough. Hana's doing okay, but she needs air. The temperature is coming down, so she's deflating a bit, so she needs a little help. That's the exit right there to Lake Huron on the south side. That's the first exit available. Had to get Hanu retied because she was with her deflating a bit, and the waves being as high as they are. Yeah, we just had to secure her a little closer and make sure she doesn't fall off this time like she did in the Chesapeake. All right, go back up to the bridge. So Cockburn Island is right over here past Alex. Yep. That's the south exit to Lake Huron. We're going straight up to Drummond Island, and so that's our plan. But it's been a rough ride so far. It lets up for a little bit and then it picks back up again. We have another 3 hours before we make the turn to Drummond Island. Hopefully these waves will decrease as the weatherman said, so we'll see if that's the case. But as you can see, it's hard to walk here. Just looking out, you can see through the plastic. Then every so often you get one of these rogue waves and the bell rings because we pitched so far out. About an hour later, we are at the north exit to Lake Huron. Right there. And that is the exit for Cockburn Island. So the seas have not let up, and we have been pounded with these waves. And Hano is hanging on for dear life here. Tied her up a little bit more, but best we can do. The waves are supposed to diminish, but as you can see, they have not. Continued splashing, pounding, diving into waves. But anyway, another hour and some to go before we turn down, I think Drummond Island is what it's called. Aloha, we see Drummond Island right here. We're almost there. We just submitted our CBP Rome for the first time and got denied. Likely because we haven't actually landed in the US, but not sure. It told us to report once we get into the marina, so we're going to do that. But we've got another 35 minutes to round the corner here in Drummond and then go south towards our marina. Well, aloha, technically, according to the charts, we are in the United States. And Alex just flew the Q flag. The yellow flag is flying back there. Cynthia's bringing some apples, things we have to declare, unfortunately. We still have some apples, tomatoes, sweet potato, and cucumber. So we'll be filling that out again in just a moment. See if we can get approved on our clearance into the United States with CBP Rome. Aloha, so we are checked in. Alex just took the Q flag down. We're coming around Drummond Island. And yeah, I guess we must have missed the video call attempt. The actual, on the app itself, will make the video call. And so since she couldn't reach us on the app, she called my phone, and then we used the app to make the video conference call, and everyone had to be present on the bridge or wherever you were checking in. So, and she asked whether we had bought the permit, which I did not know, that you have to have a permit, a decal, to come in and out of the country. The annual fee for a boat greater than 30 feet is $38.60, I think. So we paid for it. We're all good for the rest of the year. So if we go to the Bahamas, we're all set. But anyway, so we're checked in now. We did declare our fruits and vegetables. No one asked about it. She asked if we bought anything in Canada. We bought groceries and souvenirs, of course. And that was the end of the story. So we're all checked in. The very narrow area that we're crossing here, that is actually the US. You can see it right along the island. And the rest is Canada. And the waves have not let up too much. It's a little better, but not too much. Got another hour 45 to go, so follow along. Aloha and welcome to Drummond Island. We just rounded the corner, which we've seen for a very long time, basically the last 2 hours. Finally reaching Drummond Island at the tip. The other side over there is Canada, just not that far. We're barely inside the United States, but we got a little bit to go before we make a left turn here and hopefully head towards the marina for tonight. Some of the scenery here. Drummond Island on the north side. Aloha! Alex is right there behind me. We're at Drummond Island, is right here. Chippewa Point, right there at the corner. And we're going to make a left turn and head towards the Drummond was the Island Yacht Club or something like that. The Yacht Basin, I think, is where we're going. Sun is coming out. We haven't seen the sun for a while. Another look at Chippewa Point right there. It does seem to go in like an inlet, but it's like 3 feet. So unless you got a very shallow draft, yeah, not really an Anchorage. We're gonna head on straight down here and hopefully we'll get to our marina before you know it. So here on the left we got, still Drummond Island, but we've got Bruce Point, first settlement, I think first houses we've seen. We got some markers out here and we're going to be heading that way to our marina. Aloha. So we got Grape Island on this side right here, and we got Fire Island there, that silhouette you see up ahead on the right side. And that's also where we make our turn for the marina, which is over there. And then we'll be all set. I think we're going to fuel up a little bit today, and the main tanks and the auxiliary tanks will wait until we see the cheap fuel in Michigan. All right, so we got Fire Island straight ahead. This one, I don't know.
La Pointe Island.
La Pointe Island right there. And then our marina, Drummond Marina Straight, is there. So almost there. The waters have really calmed down, which is really nice.
So here there's a house tucked there into the woods on this island, La Pointe Island, and they have cut branches so that they have good viewing. And we see somebody in an orange shirt making on their boat. And it's just a nice quiet little cove, which we would have loved to have had this cove for the last 2 nights. No, we had the Rockabye Baby Cove, and it lived up to its name. That's the name we gave it. Leaves are starting to change. Right there, I see some yellow and orange. John Paisley Toolbox. This is a 1-night stay, and we'll be heading toward Mackinac.
Yep, tomorrow morning. Saying the winds and waves are going to be coming in straight at us tomorrow, but at about a 1/4 foot, which is what we like. So hopefully they're telling the truth. Even if we double it, we should be good. It's like running the gauntlet here. A lot of turns. Well marked though. That's Fire Island right there. That's where we came from. Back in the way back is Canada. And we have marinas there, but you got to make sure you follow the cans, the buoys going in, and they say we should be good. Aloha and mahalo for joining us on this voyage today to the Drummond Yacht Island Yacht Marina. It is where we're staying for the night. Tomorrow we're going to go off to Mackinac Island. It's about a 7-hour journey for us tomorrow. We can get up early and head out. So thank you for joining us. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow when we continue our journey.